Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Shelley Winter Show. Back again. Woo, what a week. What a week. Magic Mike, what a week. Woo. Man,
what a week.
I got through it. Well, not yet, not until 9. But we got, so let me tell you. Let me tell you. So, you know, they cut me down to 2 hours, 7 to 9, Monday through Friday.
Did
right?
they really?
They cut me down to 7 to 9. So it's okay. We're good soldiers here. We're corporate shills. We do what the corporation tells us to do. You know, we don't fight back. Yes, Masa. 2 hours. Oh, that's good, Masa. So anyway, so anyway, because I did 2 shows all week. Well, actually Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I did Mark Aram's morning show 9 to noon, and then came back tonight at 7. Well, the great thing about doing 2 shows in a day is I get to kind of do interviews in an evening time. So tonight we've got, I sat down and spoke to RNC chairman Michael Whatley. We're going to play that for you in the next segment. He had some things to say about what's going on in the GOP. We also talked to the Wheel of Fortune announcer Jim Thornton. You know, Pat Sajak's last day on Wheel of Fortune is today, so we talked to his announcer Jim Thornton. And then also we had an opportunity to talk to Chase Oliver, Libertarian candidate for president. We're going to play that for you later on. And yesterday I had an opportunity to talk to Goody Mob and TLC, or Chili from TLC. They have a concert this Saturday, tomorrow, at gates open at 6. The concert starts at 8. I'm going. The whole family's going. We're going to take the little one to her first concert.
Nice. Thank you for making sure your producer had tickets. I appreciate that.
I didn't know you wanted to go. You got to let me know. I didn't know.
I mean,
if I knew, I would
from TLC. It's TLC, dog.
I would have.
It's Goody Mob. Come on,
when
man.
When I sent the email, I would have said, "Hey, Magic Mike and +1." I would have done that. Had I known. I didn't know.
You didn't ask though.
Okay, well, it's not my responsibility to ask.
Oh, so it's my responsibility to ask for my tickets?
Absolutely.
Come on,
Who
man.
else is going to ask for your tickets?
Man.
And then we got Goody Mob, and then Bill Crane joins us later in the show to talk local politics, and especially that 12th Amendment story that we were talking about, whether or not Trump can pick someone from Florida. But go Celtics. Let's go Celtics. Let's go Celtics. So just got to say that. Game 2 Sunday, we blew them out last night. We could sweep these guys. Anyway, I'm watching, after I got off the air this morning, I'm looking at the news, right? I did go home, did not go see Bad Boys, did not go to Golden Corral. I went home and went to sleep. I really went to sleep, took a nap. Oh, shout out, I was on my good friend Rashad Ritchie on TYT today. He's celebrating 3 years on the Young Turks, his show, Indisputable on the Young Turks. So I was on there talking about our friendship. So nice. Shout out to him, 3 years being on the Young Turks. So anyway, I'm doing a little show prep, right? Because I'm like, let me put in some work. So I'm doing show prep, and I come upon The View, Sonny Hostin talking about me, people like me, black Republicans, black conservatives. And so I want to play this for you, and then we'll discuss it.
It's pandering to Donald Trump. I thought it was interesting that the framing was a room of black Republicans. Where are they? Where are they? Because if you look at the stats, 81% of black men are part of the Democratic Party. Black voters consistently align with the Democratic Party. Over 95% of black women are part of the Democratic Party. So these black men that he was speaking with, I'd love to see them. It would be like looking at unicorns. And so I think that the sad thing is, I agree with you, Anna, is that this came from the mouth of a black man, right? And so if you're pandering yourself and your community and your history to a man like Donald Trump, who is a disgraced, one-term, twice impeached, convicted felon, we get to say now, is even more despicable in this country.
So listen to what she said. Listen, let me say this about Sonny Hostin on The View. And I don't care about her politics. I'm going to say this. AMAC, don't get mad. I'm just making a point on the radio. Sonny's fine. Right? Sonny's fine. Listen, I don't think there's any question. I don't want to get with her or anything like that. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying she's fine. Right? But I think Sonny is a perfect example. Sonny Hostin on The View is a perfect example of what we call pretty girl privilege. All right? That's where pretty women have spent their lives getting over, not because they're intelligent, but because they're pretty. All right? Go to the airport. There's a long line. There's somebody that's going to say, oh, come on, ma'am. Come on to the front of the line. Go to the club. Come on, sister, come on in. You're good. Whatever. It's just pretty girl privilege. Throughout her life, she's gotten pretty girl privilege, right? Because clearly she's not a bright person. And I'll tell you why. And I'm not saying she's dumb. I'm saying she's clearly not a bright person. She says, as you can hear, as you heard, out of her own mouth, she says very clearly, 81% of black men are part of the Democratic Party. Now, let's be clear, ladies and gentlemen. She's not telling you the polling and who's going to vote for whom. She's just telling you who's registered Democrats. And she says 81% of black men are Democrats. Well, lady, assuming that the other 19% are Republicans, because you only have two choices, many of them are going to be independents, but assuming that because they're not Democrats, they must be something else. That means 19% are either independents or Republicans, but they're not Democrats. So there's where your unicorn. See, unicorns don't exist. So when you say it's like seeing a unicorn, no, you didn't see a unicorn because they don't exist. Clearly, 19% of black men exist. We're here. I'm here. Others are here. People who listen to me who are African-American conservatives. Kelvin King, Herschel Walker. I can name a bunch of them. Garrison Douglas, who works for Governor Kemp. Terry Fye, who works for Greater Georgia. These are all young black men. You can tell me we don't exist. We're all over the place. But she acts like, oh, they don't exist. And see, and so here's where your racism and your ignorance, Ms. Hostin, here's where it shows up. Because what you're saying is that people who really do exist, you're saying they're not there, which is the most racist thing ever in the history of mankind, because you're ignoring our existence. While at the same time talking about the problems with white supremacy and racism. By the way, Byron Donald's family never owned slaves, Sonny Hostin. Yeah, I did say that. But it's disgusting what these people do. You just deny our existence as men. That's why so many black Democrat men are moving towards Trump, because of that statement, because of statements like those. They're like, look, lady, I don't know who you are, but I like the guy. So, yes, there was a room full of black men in Philadelphia listening to Byron Donalds at a Trump event around cigars and cognac. And that room of black men, they exist. They're real. They're fathers. They're husbands. They're uncles. They're grandfathers. They're employees. They're business owners. They're CEOs. We exist, lady. We may not exist in your little sunny former family-owned slave group of friends, but we exist and we're out there. And many of us, my sister, many of us got beautiful, gorgeous black women by our sides. Sit down, Sonny. We'll be right back. Shelley Winter Show.